What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy G_Money Raiders, aka Gaming, coming to you with another edition of My Take, where our Oakland Raiders beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-21 at the Oakland Coliseum, baby. Big win today. Big show up today. I just want to say to everybody, want to thank everybody for always watching my channel, always commenting, giving me great responses, even have, fans from other teams come in and, say what they want to say about my videos as well. But y'all know how I do it. I talk about offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. And I just want to get into it in this game right now and let y'all know what I thought about today's game, all right? So we're going to start with offense. Kudos to Derek Carr. There are things about DC that I see that are starting to turn and come around. And that is his quarterback rating is getting up. His yards per pass are going up. That's the big thing to me, is when your QBR going up, your yards per pass go up just as well. So in today's game, he was slinging it, man. He was really slinging it. And even though he knew that Pittsburgh coming in today's game were going to be blitzing and then coming in with different types of schemes to counter what the Raiders wanted to do offensively, which was not allow them to run the ball like the way they really wanted to. But the offense still was able to run the ball how they wanted to run and when they wanted to run, when it was necessary. Doug Martin did a decent job considering he had a leg injury. Jalen Richard came in the end and did a phenomenal job with carrying the load toward the end to setting up that second to last touchdown, where I thought he was up, but then after the replay showed that his elbow did hit the ground. But phenomenal job. So I want to just say the offensive line just still has their issues with the rookies, with the tackles. Brandon Parker was getting hit. We had a lot of penalties today, but Pittsburgh wasn't getting hit with penalties either themselves, which was pretty weird to me because there were a lot of stuff that I did see that Pittsburgh should have got hit with. But, that's neither here nor there. I like what I saw out of the offensive line for the most part, hanging in there considering the kind of scheme that Pittsburgh was going to throw at them, because they knew that the Raiders had two rookie left tackles coming into the game. Colton Miller handled himself, didn't really give up too much pressure or a sack. Brandon Parker, he is what he is, y'all. It's a work in progress. His whole career, he played a left tackle, and that's what he was, so he's trying to adjust himself. And I know most people are probably thinking hey, by now you should be adjusted at the right tackle position, but it's still, a difference coming this way as opposed to you coming this way. So I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt. He did mess up a few times early in the game. Got some flags called on him that was somewhere, but he still got them called on him. The running backs did well. Like I said, Doug Martin came in. We knew Pittsburgh was going to try to limit our team to a certain running plays and running yards. So for the most part, our yards came in when they needed to come in at certain times. That was very helpful. The wide receivers. Jared Cook is Pro Bowl material. Pro Bowl material. We all need to put him in the Pro Bowl. We need to vote for Jared Carr to go to the Pro Bowl, y'all. Put him in. Stir it up and put him in, y'all. Let's get Jared Cook in the Pro Bowl, okay? As a representative for the Raiders, okay? So Jordy Nelson, big, huge, phenomenal game. had those meaningful passes that was necessary. I love that catch that he caught down for the touchdown right before the game-winning touchdown. It's great to see that Carr is developing that chemistry with these receivers now, because Carr, to me, man, his QBR is getting there, but his yards per play is the one stat that I look at the most. And they continuously say that when your quarterback passes for 8 yards or more, you are more likely will be successful to win games. So when I keep hearing everybody talk about how we need to get rid of Carr, look, y'all, we have to take Carr for what he is right now. What I'm saying to y'all is Derek Carr had to get broken back down and rebuilt back up the way Gruden needed for him to be, so that him and Gruden kind of know what each other is doing. I tweeted out today when Pittsburgh came back and got that touchdown in the end, they went up 21-17. So I tweeted out on my Twitter and said, at Derek Carr, this is where I need to see 2016, knowing the system, Derek Carr coming in right now. And that person showed up today. Now, in the fourth quarters, we all know in 2016, Derek Carr was like killing them. He was killing the league, getting everything done. And that's what helped us get to that 12-4 record before the leg break situation against Indianapolis. So today, what I saw from Derek Carr, I'm giving him kudos. On offense, my game ball goes to Derek Carr for driving the team down and, getting that game-winning touchdown. So that's how I like it on offense. So defense. Defense had me a little worried today, a little bit, because it was so much penalties being called. 15-yard penalty, 15-yard penalties, 15-yard penalties. And we were just getting 15-yard penalties just called on us just for sneezing on some motherfucking body. I mean, it was just crazy to me. So after looking at the game, the first touchdown, I didn't like how Garyon Conley, he got beat twice, y'all, but I'm okay with the first one I didn't like. The second one I was okay because, I mean, most people get beat today. Most cornerbacks, it's hard to, not get beat on a double move. But the first one, I didn't like how the way he backpedaled off of Antonio Brown and allowed Antonio Brown to get down around the 2-yard line to catch the pass. So that's the only thing I'm going to give up on him. He's turned into a phenomenal cornerback. Rashad Melvin, I don't know if he's going to be around, but there's some things about him I don't like. But Worley, I'm pissed at him because he allowed the running back, number 38, to literally, he just arm tackled a guy trying to strip the ball as opposed to just going out there, tackle after Morrow missed the tackle, and just whiffed, which allowed Pittsburgh to just drive down the field and then score that touchdown to go up 21-17. And for me, I want a cornerback that's not going to be afraid to get his ass in there and tackle somebody. You ain't got to go up head up with him. I mean, go low. Make sure he can't run anymore. That's the whole purpose. Go and tackle. That play got me. I was proud of Markel Lee today. He did a phenomenal job. He's starting to really surprise me playing the Sam position in the linebacker spot. The linebackers played phenomenal today. I will give them that. Hands down, they played phenomenal. Tahir Whitehead even played great today. I have to give him props because he even played great today. There were still some miscues in tackling wise, but that's around the league in my book. No matter what nobody say, that's just all around the league where you got the missed tackles, and that's due to the fact of, not having two-a-days like they used to. But now, looking at the defensive line, I'm going to say this right now. This team needs D-line help. because there was no pass rush, none whatsoever. I miss Maurice Hurst today because I believe Hurst would have helped in that department to me, as far as getting some push up the middle to really get to Big Ben. Now, don't get me wrong. McDonald got the sack that got Big Ben hurt, which he was out. Now, that played a big significant part as well in this game. That Big Ben was out for majority of the third and partial of the fourth quarter. Because the minute, which I already knew, the minute when the Raiders took the lead in the game and went up 17-14, I knew that they were going to put Big Ben back into the game, because this is a game that they needed to have, because Baltimore lost today. So they needed to win in order to go and, get ahead of Baltimore. I mean, that's their whole thing. And it was a great job today that the defense was just literally held Pittsburgh to 21 points. That was a phenomenal job. And now we have kept Ben Roethlisberger to over at the Coliseum. Over. He still has yet to win in the Coliseum. So, big ups to my team. Big ups to the defense today. Special teams. Our kicker is phenomenal, man. I want them to sign him as well. I'm going to get his name. I promise y'all, I'm going to get his name down. But our kicker is phenomenal. I don't want to say that. Townsend, our punter, did a much better job today. I don't really have too much to really say about what he did today, but he did a cool job at keeping things under wrap and keeping things under control. So I'll give him that today. Other than that, coaching, I want to say this was the first time I seen the team respond to their offensive coach and their defensive coach. I want to say this team right here is showing me they don't want the number one pick in the draft. Just like I was saying before, I don't want the Raiders to lose just to get the number one draft pick. I want the continuity to get built of winning. If we want to be a winning organization, we have to win games even when we are 1-15, 2-14, 3-13, and so on and so on. You want to win because it's hard enough to win in this league as is already. Period. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's already hard enough to win in this league. So for them to go out and get this victory today was phenomenal. My game ball on defense, because this is what I'm going to start doing from this point to the end of the season, is start passing out game balls, because like I said, my game ball went to Derek Carr on offense, and my game ball goes out to the entire Oakland Raiders defense for basically keeping things close so that we could win the game. Period. Because the team could have just went flat out, even though I know that Pittsburgh had their rookie quarterback in the game today, but they could have floundered and been like whatever. I know they allowed Pittsburgh to drive down the field, but some of those plays was just bogus plays that, hey, they could, Pittsburgh do that to a lot of teams. So we're a team that's on the rise and trying to build. That's what it boils down to. We're just a team on the rise trying to build. All right? So I want to say thank everybody for always tuning in. I appreciate you. Like and subscribe to my page. Don't forget that. Don't forget to tune in. I will be doing a preview video for the next game. I'm going to get everything together and get everything squared away. I had some stuff going on this past week, so I couldn't do a preview to this Pittsburgh game. So, like I said, thanks everybody for always tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And, hey, kudos to our Oakland Raiders for winning. Once again, they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-21. Peace out, Raider Nation.